Good.
You know them, you love them. If you're looking for a band and can't find one, it's probably because Damon's taking your job already. From Alice Cooper to Thin Lizzy, he's played with them all. Johnny Waite, I've told you this before, let me just shut up, and maybe Damon here in his finest hour will give us the Killer Instinct.
I love those references, Alex, my old friend. Good to see you, man.
You too. You got a brand new Black Star Riders CD out, and yet you're on the road with the Damon Johnson Trio. Do you have ants in your pants?
Yeah, I kind of do, man. I kind of do. You know, this solo stuff is something that I've been really working on and kind of developing for quite some time. And what I've learned is, particularly with a full-time band like Black Star Riders, is that if you're going to go out and try to, you know, perform something like your own material, man, you just got to find the holes in the calendar and book it in advance and say, I'm going to do it no matter what. This is it.
You're so much taller than me in that chair.
Sorry, man. We can swap. We can swap. So this was a 2-week run, you know, that I knew we had the time in the calendar, and I got permission from my wife and kids. They all said, okay, we'll let you do it this time, not later. So
the whole Alabama family.
That's right. That's right.
So tell me, who's in the trio and where did you find this trio?
The trio consists of my longtime friend Jared Pope on the drums. Jared played drums with me in Whiskey Falls.
That's right.
Jared's from Bakersfield, California, but lives now in Nashville, Tennessee, as I do. On bass, I have an amazing musician. His name is Tony Nagy. Tony is essentially a Tennessee native. He's, you know, from Middle Tennessee. He's played with all kinds of artists, man. He's played with some real kind of fringe Americana acts like Leroy Parnell, great songwriter Mark Selby, Terry Clark. You might have heard of Terry Clark. She's a great female country artist from Canada. He's played with her. But,
she was huge.
He's like yeah, she really was, man. So Tony is definitely a beast unleashed with this rock and roll stuff that he's playing with me.
So now tell me where you draw the set list, and is it revolving nights with the trio?
Yeah, the set list is gonna evolve. It's gonna revolve. The fun thing for me, man, is I just have literally over 2 decades of material now to draw from between Brother Kane, Alice Cooper, Thin Lizzy, Black Star Riders, and my solo stuff that I put out before, and some new stuff that I
No John Waite?
Well, John Waite, man, I can't sing anything remotely close to as awesome.
How about
as
your
John
bass player?
Tony?
Does he sing?
Yeah, Tony's a good singer, man. Maybe
Let Tony take the song. Yeah.
Alex is trying to manage my solo career. I have it on film, proof.
Okay, on to Black Star Riders.
Yeah, man.
Why 2 CDs?
Why 2 CDs?
Yeah, I have the 2 CD version.
Oh, that's just the deluxe version. That's all that is.
Is that what it is?
The deluxe version has 6 acoustic tracks on there. It's got the bonus tracks, Gabrielle and Reckoning Day.
Gabrielle's my favorite track on both discs.
Wow, man. That's a great song. Thank you. Thank you.
So now, like I said, the acoustic's the second disc, but Ricky sounds so much different than he does behind an electric guitar.
No, he's, you know, Ricky's just such a, I think Ricky Warwick is one of the biggest, powerful talents, man, out there. And in so many ways, he's still kind of this undiscovered treasure. And it's so much fun for me, particularly living in the States, to educate my friends and my fans over here and go, check this out. You know, we have such a great chemistry writing together. He has grown so much as a singer, and if he were here, he would tell you, man, fronting Thin Lizzy for 3 years was an amazing learning experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, singing Phil Lynot's lyrics every night, his phrasing, and you can't help but learn from that, and you want some of that to rub off on you.
Has he turned you on to the Almighty?
Oh man, I'm all about some Almighty, man.
I saw them in New York in 91.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we were power tripping in the van yesterday. So, yeah, man, I'm all about some Almighty. It's a great band.
Now, what did you get out of Nick? I won't even try and pronounce that last name because I will not butcher it.
I will pronounce it. It is Raskulinix. Nick Raskulinix.
What did you get out of Nick that was different than what Kevin Shirley gave you?
Well, I think it's more the other way around. It's what did Nick get out of us? You know, Kevin, we love. We had a great experience with him. We made a great debut record, and we made the right record for that time. The experience with Nick was a little different in that Nick got way involved with the arrangements. I mean, I think we didn't even spend a day of pre-production with Kevin. I think we spent like 2 hours, and that was about it. But we had demoed most of the material before the first album. With the Killer Instinct, all we had were acoustic demos of Ricky and I, a couple of riffs that Scott had, and that was it. So Nick was in the room as we were teaching the whole band, you know, all the material. So it was great, man. He really helped us move some stuff around, shorten some things, some spaces where the band would like kind of let it go and jam a little bit and create some different energy that we would not have done on our own had it not been for Nick.
So now back to my favorite song, Gabrielle. What can you tell me about it?
Well, when I think of Gabrielle, I think of Ricky coming to my house in Nashville in February of 2014. We were downstairs writing, and my son Gabriel came down, and he goes, "Man, why don't you guys write a song about me? Mom has a song, and JoJo has a song, and Sarah has a song." And so almost like a joke, Ricky goes, "Okay, let's do it." And he just starts going, "Oh, Gabriel," like that. And Gabriel's kind of like, "Okay, I'm going to go play hockey. I'll see you later." And he split. Well, Ricky and I kept messing. I said, "Dude, that's a pretty good melody right there. Let's develop that a little bit." And so we just changed it to a female, to Gabrielle, and beautiful lyric that Ricky came up with.
It works so well acoustically. I can't even imagine what it'll sound like plugged in.
Yeah, man. Well, we're looking forward to adding that song to the Black Star Writers set list.
Oh, cool. So now, seems to me comparing All Hell's Breaking Loose with Killer Instinct that Scott has scaled back on the songwriting a little bit.
You know, a little. I think this time it was more about, you know, again, Ricky and I, much like the first record, we operated on a lot of fear. We were just like, man, it has to be great. It can't just be some songs. It's got to be really good. And we were putting in a lot of time on the road, a lot of time at home, man. We'd be on the Skype, sending stuff back and forth over our phone, little bits and pieces of riffs and, you know, that kind of thing. You know, the way I feel about it, man, is that Scott, just simply by coming in with that riff to Soldier's Town, I mean, that's one of the greatest riffs that Scott Gorham has ever delivered in his whole career. And you know that's saying something. But, you know, it's an honor, man, above all, to have the confidence that Scott gives us. He trusts us. He has faith in us. He may be our biggest fan.
Scott lives in L.A., right?
No, Scott Gorham lives in London, England. Scott has lived in London since 1974.
I remember spending 2 hours with him talking about kidney stones. That's all I know.
Glad I missed that.
Let's do a part 2 right there.